What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? Why can't you?
Oh, Jesus. That's not good. That's not good. Hold on. We're going to try this.
From Universal Studios Hollywood.
This is The Headliners, and I am Mikey Famine, part of the BIM Podcast Network. Welcome. If you are new here, please hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you're not new here, do not unsubscribe, but also make another account. So we're very close to the 1,000. So then we can get ads, and then we can stop asking for money, and then the whole thing snowballs from there. But good morning, afternoon, whatever. I delayed the show by about half an hour because apparently Europe likes to jump the friggin' gun and do their daylight savings stuff all weird. So I had to adjust the time of the show so that I didn't miss everybody this time. Shout out to, I think it was Russell. Russell's like, oh, by the way, you're an hour early over here. I was like, oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Dark Lord Greg can also get a mobile food pass. It's found overseas, bro. One that is good. Good, fast. What fast food would you take with you if you're traveling? Hey, Lost Missionary. Traveling abroad. I don't eat a lot of fast food anymore. I would definitely want Arby's curly fries because curly fries are elite. Or Rallies, those like double breaded seasoned fries. Whew. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Tez, what up? Let me get some air horns in here. Billy. Bella. Hi, Sherry. See, it worked. My plan worked. Just delay it a little bit. Russ. I take Tim's food truck and Tim, obviously. Yo, how much would that be? You know, like some people have like a private chef. Like these people are fucking trillionaires, right? Can't you just hire us to just like fly around with our food trucks because you like it so much? Aren't we at that stage of feudalism yet? No? Damn. Always in the middle areas of the good shit, right? It always happens the last year or the year before. Ain't that about a bitch? Okay. Let me get some soundboards in here because I got sound. Is that coming through? Can you guys hear it? Right? Yes. 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Unbelievable.
Let's see. Is this coming through?
I love Tesla.
What the? Okay, soundboard is working. We Shazadi. What up? Okay. So I have a lot of stuff per usual. So I figure the best way to we're just gonna have to just dogpile in. Tim is still enjoying delicious treats in Europe, laughing maniacally. He laughs himself to sleep every night. It is disturbing. Oh, that's what looks weird. I knew something looked off, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Didn't have no background. That makes more sense. Okay. Let the games begin.
Joining me now.
We're gonna start talking about who's been in here. Who's been in our studio? What is? Hold on. There's some. Yeah, the logo wasn't up there. It's on the wrong side. What the heck? They must have updated or something. Yeah, they must have updated it. I mean, everything's in the wrong spot. Okay. I thought I was tripping. And look, see, this is not even using the color it's supposed to be using. There we go. I was trying to color match that thing. It's like it's more blue. That's closer. Let me just turn it down a little bit. Yeah, all the colors were wrong. Everything's in the wrong spot. Okay, that makes more sense. Curse you, StreamYard. Curse you, Aqua Scum. I love that movie. Yeah, man. I was like, something's been touched. You know, so like you can tell if like, especially when you're like a kid, you could tell if somebody had been in your room. You just walk in, and the aura's off, and you're just like, trespassers. 3 of them. I smell fruit snacks, little brother. Okay, we're gonna start with our best friend. Oh, where am I going? Our best friends, Argentina.
Joining me now for more on this is the United States Cattlemen's Association President, Justin Tupper. Justin, thanks so much.
A clear raging Democrat. Before he says anything, just look at this man. Clearly a Democrat.
Much for joining us. So I've referenced this Argentina purchase earlier, which came as the USDA unveiled a new comprehensive plan to strengthen the beef industry. What's been the reaction from you and the membership about that?
Thanks, Vlad. Thanks for having us. And we respectfully disagree with bringing in beef from foreign countries is going to bring down the prices. I think something we like to say is here in the United States, we raise the safest, best protein on the planet. We want to continue to do that. We think you bring in some of that foreign beef, the only ones that'll benefit are the big 4 packers and the importers by buying it in a cheaper market and selling it in a much higher market. So
what are you trying to tell me, that there's been a consolidation of all of our meat producers in the country, so that even though we have 340 million people, we only have 4 companies that take care of all the meat in the entire country? He can't help it. Look, Sherry, you are uncultured. If you knew more about rancher culture and cattle culture, that hat is perfectly acceptable. Actually, it's quite nice. It's new, but it's quite nice.
We respectfully disagree and really push for U.S. beef to raise up their numbers.
Has the president been responsive to the pushback that you and your membership and others here in the United States have signaled to him?
We have reached out, I think, put in requests to discuss other options and some of the things that can benefit raising the cattle numbers. We're at historic low numbers due to quite a few different things, drought, prices, lots of things have come to kind of make quite a special number here, where we're as low in cattle numbers as we've been since the 1960s.
Wow.
What a great time to look for greener pastures. Like, that's what they're doing to them. They're taking this great opportunity, since you guys are having, some struggles due to drought. I think there was a couple of diseases that ran through some herds. Hey, what a great time for my friends in Argentina. Am I correct? Like, hey, Argentinian buds, big fucking contract coming your way. And these dudes are like, he's in South Dakota. You know what I mean? Like, this is red, deep red Trump country. And he's just like, fuck you, dude. I'm about to get this cheap beef from Argentina. Are you crazy? Who can say no to a deal? And their president is my little mini-me. And they're over there emulating it. He helped me set up my crypto. I'm gonna get some of this beef. Why would the ranchers be mad at that?
All right, so you no doubt have seen this. The president addressed cattle ranchers directly in a post on Truth Social last week. He said if it weren't for him, the industry would be doing terribly, and that you, meaning you and your members and other cattle ranchers in this country, have to get your prices down. And I'm putting up the quote here so people can actually see. He says it would be nice if they, meaning
according to Google, who asked that? Person here. Hello again. No, a large portion of Argentinian beef ranchers do not use hormones, and the country's government sets high standards for its beef production to promote it as hormone-free.
the cattle ranchers would understand that, but they also have to get their prices down because the consumer is a very big factor in my thinking also. What was your reaction and your reaction to other ranchers when you saw this?
We definitely understand. We were seeing some of the best prices we've ever seen in the cattle industry, and prices are high.
And in the contrary, yes, many U.S. beef ranchers use hormones to promote faster and more efficient growth in cattle, a practice regulated by the FDA and the USDA. The hormones are administered as implants or in feed and are designed to increase muscle growth while decreasing fat deposition.
Prices are now just finally catching up to the cost of production for a lot of these people. And finally,
it says here, thanks, Mikey. So cleaner beef as cheap imports, not good for U.S. farmers. And there is no guarantee that these people are not going to just, oh, that's Argentinian beef, boy. That's going to be an extra $2 a pound. Like, there is no promise that this is going to get into the, like, flood the markets. They're going to, like, there's no way they're going to just be like, all right, here's a cheaper alternative. They're going to say, no, this is artisanal. These are heritage cows. heirloom cows. Fuck out of here. They're not doing this for a bargain. Are you kidding me?
making some of these producers a living wage. We've been on break-even prices for a long time, and we finally get them up there where we can make a living and try to make sure that generational ranching can continue. We would argue we're not sure the beef is too high. $6.50 for a pound of hamburger versus, say, a latte or a coffee in the morning for $6 or $7, or a bag of potato chips for $5 or $6. The nutritional value in beef much higher.
He pulls up a good point, and this is what I was talking about Tuesday, where everyone's like, "Oh my God, they want to give them all this money." I'm like, "Yo, you could go out and get a steak, but you can go out and get a fucking filet mignon for the and the fixins for the same price as a number one from McDonald's." That's just facts, bro. Yeah, you got to get a cast iron. You might have to get a couple of seasonings, but I mean, after that, it's filet mignon instead of Big Macs from here on out because it's cheaper. It's cheaper. But I don't know why that's a problem for some people.
About what?
Justin, when you put it that way, I think a lot of people will see and agree with you. $6.50 for a pound of beef, of hamburger beef, compared to a latte sounds pretty reasonable to me too. Thank you very much.
I mean, they're both easy to drink. They both have whipped cream on top. They're both pumpkin spiced. So, I mean, I could see the comparison. But I mean, this is all amongst a government shutdown. And this is amongst all of the, remember when Trump was like, hey, or no, Biden said, hey guys, go ahead and upgrade your farms. I know you don't have a lot going on. So go ahead and upgrade your farm, make it greener, and then we'll compensate you for it. Oh man, they went out there spending money left and right. As soon as Trump gets in there, he's like, hey, stop paying them back. Hey, don't pay them back. So everyone forget, like, this is all stacking on top of each other. It starts with, you know what? Fuck the deal I made with you to upgrade your farm. The deal the American government made with you. Fuck that. You don't get that deal anymore. I've changed my mind. 98% of the way through the deal. The only part that was missing was that these people needed to be compensated. That was the only part that was missing. They don't get that money anymore. That money stays. Then he starts the tariffs again. And they're like, okay, but I don't know if this is a good idea. And flash forward to day 30 of the government shutdown. He's sending $40 billion to the number one competitor for our soybean farmers and our cattle ranchers. You cannot write this. Like, if I wrote this down and sold it to somebody in Hollywood, they would say, sorry to, I mean, I'm the guy who wrote National Treasure. And even this is too far for me, sir. Like, you gotta root your story in reality. But another unbelievable story. This is more of a follow-up. I think we talked about it maybe a month ago. A guy in Tennessee was, shit posting like we all like to do. But things took a shitty turn.
A Perry County man arrested over a Facebook meme criticizing President Trump is now a free man. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. This is a story we first reported yesterday on News 2 at 6. Larry Bouchard was arrested and charged with threatening.
Oh, by the way, this is the meme. This one. It's not gory. It's not bloody. It's not anything. It's nothing. It's literally Trump's own word. Like, I am getting so irritated with fucking people getting all bent out of shape when someone remembers what they said previously. What the lie 24/7, and then your words won't come back to bite you in the ass. That's not everybody else's fault that you can't remember your own lies. And then like your little sycophants come like fighting up there like, no, he didn't say that. Yes, the fuck he did. Here's the clip. You took it out of context. Here's the whole clip. Here's the 2-minute section. The only parts where he was talking. Well, that's only one clip. And it's like, Jesus Christ. I want to be here all day.
Mass violence at a school after sharing this Facebook post following.
Because Trump said this, by the way. After the high school shooting, he said, we have to get over it. That's what he said. He said that on TV. It was on camera. And this is just a meme of the quote of that.
With threatening mass violence at a school after sharing this Facebook post following Charlie Kirk's assassination. News 2 just confirmed those charges have been dropped.
This is Kelly Milan is live in Perry County tonight, where she spoke to Bouchard as he returned home. Kelly.
Yeah, Bob and Haley, we actually caught up with him as he was coming home, driving home straight from jail. He says he's happy, but he had a really...
Now that's a motherfucking news channel. They intercepted that boy in the path between the jailhouse and his house. They said, okay, he'll be heading home now. Quick, intercept at 5th Avenue.
Tumultuous year. Take a listen at our conversation we had earlier today.
You talking about this lady right here, Trip? This lady with the... What kind of coat is that? Houndstooth? I don't know what that is. I don't know fashion. What's that called? The orange skin is something. Real oranges have thicker skin than somebody I know. When do judges start imposing sanctions for these nonsense prosecutions? It's deep, dude. Like, it's deep. I hope they show it in here. I hope it's in this video. If not, I can go get the other one. Our favorite dude in Tennessee, who's been covering all the neo-Nazis, all these hate marches and all this stuff. They've been threatening his life and all that. And it's just an old white guy who's gonna keep asking questions. And it's like so epic. I'll find it right after this one. Because it's got I think this is the sheriff. Yeah, I think this guy's the sheriff. But it's he does a full interview with the sheriff, and the sheriff is so full of shit his eyes are turning brown.
Did you ever think you would end up in jail? I mean, you're a retired officer.
No, I didn't anticipate, oh, you're a bad person, they're going to come haul you away. No, this caught me off guard.
Larry Bouchard was arrested in September after sharing a meme quoting President Trump's comment following a 2024 school shooting in Iowa. Investigators said that sparked fear among parents who saw it on a Perry County Facebook group, leading to his arrest.
So where it said Perry County High School or Perry High School, there's a Perry in their town too. And it's called Perry County High School. They were like, he said that he's going to shoot up our school when he posted that meme. Really, y'all? You think your town is the only town with that fucking name? Really? Really? This is like some next level, like, it's equal parts stupid and sinister. Stupidster. Sinispid. Snispid. I'm stupid.
Where he stayed in jail for over a month. Now, a new letter from State Representative Justin Jones is turning the small town arrest into a statewide fight. In the letter, Jones calls Bouchard's case a brazen attempt to criminalize political speech.
Yeah, that's the sheriff. That's the sheriff who's like, yep, well, the people just are in fear because, I mean, how do they suppose? I don't think he's talking about that, but how's the public supposed to know? Because you're supposed to clear it up for them, sheriff. That's your job.
He accuses Sheriff Nick Weems of abusing his power and setting what he calls a dangerous precedent. Now, we are waiting an update from the sheriff's department. They said this was a call to action and all because they were just being cautious. But Bob and
she's back, Trip. Hold on, we'll go slow-mo. Hold on. We'll go slow-mo. That is some great hair. The more I look at it, Trip, when you write, you write. You know what I'm saying?
Haley, tonight, this is becoming much bigger than a single Facebook post and actually kind of asking the question of where does the line fall when it comes to public safety and free speech? I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Kelly. Before the DA suddenly dropped Bouchard's charges this afternoon, newly released body camera video appeared to contradict part of the sheriff's story.
The Perry County Sheriff claimed yesterday Bouchard was given options to de-escalate the situation before an arrest was made.
And then they lied on him. Not only are you trying to arrest him on some bullshit, but then you fluffed up charges on it. Oh, man. Oh.
But he declined to clarify his public messages. We just obtained body camera video raising questions about whether that happened. This is the meme that cost Larry Bouchard his freedom. It quotes President Trump saying,
like there was literally a mass shooting at Perry High School in another state. And because they have Perry County High School, this meme, which already existed, got this guy arrested and he was in jail. I think his bond was $2 million, right? So that means you have to put up $200,000. You have to put up your house if your house is paid for it to get out of jail before your trial.
You have to get over it one day after.
But I can't get no Epstein files and I can't get that $50,000 back from Holman. This is some bullshit.
After the Perry High School mass shooting, the gun safety group Everytown shared the meme in 2024 after a mass shooting in Iowa. A court affidavit says Bouchard shared it in a Perry.
I need to get that do. I heard him say it too. He did say the I and not the E, right? Like I didn't hear CE, I heard SI. But they are from Tennessee. I'm from Tennessee, if you go back far enough.
County Facebook group while responding to someone's post about a vigil for conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. According to the affidavit, Bouchard wrote, "This seems relevant today."
Hey, Mr. Larry.
Yes.
So, Perry County has called back again, okay? And they've ended up issuing a warrant for you, okay? So you're going to have to come with us.
Lexington police arrested Bouchard at his home on September 21st. He seemed confused when one of the officers told him.
So I keep saying, why are we still calling them Republicans? I haven't seen one in ages. They've been totally spineless. It's the MAGA party. It's frustrating to me to pretend. They need to come out. Yeah. For on this one, Trip. For me, I don't know how many more off-ramp. Like, I get it. They tried to ride the bull into town, and now the bull's tearing everything up, and they're just like afraid to let go. No one gives a shit anymore. If they want a country, because like that's the thing about fascism. It's usually kind of suicidal. Like they will eventually start, like the paranoia has already started. If you guys haven't figured it out already. Trump's first term, the entire cabinet got like Rolodex through like 2 times. That doesn't normally happen where you have to replace every single person in every single position multiple times. Which is why his Letitia James and his Comey case are not going to go the way that he imagines. The Constitution does not allow for you to have a million bites at the apple and you can keep appointing people all the time. Homegirl may not have the validity to even charge Comey or Tish James because you get to appoint someone. It does not say you get to continually appoint people forever. It doesn't say that. So she's going to have to prove her legitimacy because he's so used to just running rampant and just doing whatever the hell he wants. If only there was 2 other branches of government that were supposed to keep him in check. And Grinder Johnson, I don't know what they got on you, homeboy, but is it worth it? Is it worth it? Are you even going to be able to get your reward when all this is done? Have you considered that? Marjorie Taylor Greene done jumped off she saw the first off ramp and cut across 18 lanes of traffic. She's like, fuck this, I'm out. Nope. This is not going to work. I'm bailing on the plan. Fuck this. I'm on my own. I'm here to stand up for my people. First time she said that. The writing is on the wall. If you try to be a bully, eventually it'll just stop working because no one wants to be around you and no one wants to help and so you're just going to have to force everybody to do everything. You're going to have to intimidate and threaten and physically damage people to get them into compliance. That is going to take a long time and a lot of effort. You know what's easier? Letting the people decide what they want to do and then do it. That's easier. Everyone will cooperate. Everybody will help. Hey, maybe you'll even come up with a better idea to do it next time. But if you just want to be the boss of everybody and bully everybody, okay. 340 million people or let's see, what minus the 77 million Trumpers. That's a lot of dead weight. That's a lot of dead weight. When Tim's come back, we should all pretend we've totally forgotten about him, like Mr. Bristol. Who he? Oh, that's fucked up. I should have been putting up a picture of his dog on the show in the corner every time just so that he feels bad that his dog is all alone and not getting any hugs. All right, let's go.
Him what he was being charged with.
And just to clarify, this is what they charged him with. Okay. Threatening
I don't know why they blurted out. All that shit is public info.
mass violence at a school.
At school.
It's referring to the school. I have no idea. This is what they've called us for, and I ain't got a clue.
In a statement yesterday to News 2, Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems claimed Bushhart's post caused multiple reasonable citizens to be in fear of their children's safety at school. He also said his investigator reached out to Lexington police to approach Mr. Bushhart and provide options to de-escalate the situation.
They went to his house and they said, you need to take that down right now. And he said, suck my dick. Then they went away, and then they came back and arrested him in the middle of the night.
Before an arrest was made, Mr. Bushhart declined to clarify his public message.
Christy says, but they can't let the ordinary folk have a say in things. It will expose the wealthy elite as the incompetent morons that they really are. It's almost like the noisy jackass in class got scolded by the teacher, and the teacher just said, you know what? Here, you want to teach the class? Here. You take the talk. You take the chalk, and you go up to the board and you teach. And then the thing is, the dumbass is up there drawing boobs in chalk, and half the class is hooting and hollering like this is the best lesson I've ever had. Like that's where we're at. He's up there drawing sketches for poems, signing his name as the pubes. That's not me. That is totally fucking you. Fucking grab him by the what? Okay. Fucking
message and calm the situation. Newly released body camera video from Lexington police raised questions about whether that's true.
Okay. So Perry County investigator wanted to speak to you about something.
Perry County investigator.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I have really no idea what they're talking about.
see, and that's the other thing. Never forget, my children. Cops can fucking lie to you. They can say whatever they want to say to get you out of that house. Whatever they need to say, they will just say that. Well, I just want to come out, but I don't want this and this to happen. Oh, 100% that will never happen. Go get the this and that. Like they don't have to be honest. Who told you they had to be honest? That's crazy that people assume that cops wouldn't lie to them. Of course he lied. Of course. Because their job is to effectuate an arrest, not to find the truth. Finding the truth is the lawyer's job. They are the grab you guys, not the I know what the law means guys. Oh,
we are
as promised, Cortez.
live in Jasper County at I-59 around
Can't hear shit.
117 with a wreck that has exotic animals loose.
Bum, bum, bum.
These monkeys could be dangerous. We got law enforcement here.
No! Don't shoot them! No, don't shoot them.
Here's the truck where the accident is. Now here's one of the monkeys right here. Let's zoom in on this so you can see this.
He is being a very good boy, hiding in the shade, in the shade of the tailgate there. He ain't bothering nobody.
There's one sitting right there.
Look, it's happy.
I've seen 2 or 3 climbing out the back here.
This guy's accent is delicious.
Now, he keeps coming out the back of this trailer. One right back there. Now, again, each one of the crates have monkeys in it. We have one that's escaped on that side of the road in the northbound lane. And then we've got more.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if we had wild monkeys in North America? I'm kind of here for it. Like at this point, everything else sucks. I'll take wild monkeys. That'll be awesome. Awesome.
Or possibly in this direction.
I'm with it. Free the monkeys. Oh, so we have another explosion video, but this one is different. Okay, this one takes a little explaining. Okay, so this is Sun Metro Transit Center, and because I didn't understand what was going on, you know what? Let's play a game. Never mind. I will not say anything. You guys tell me what happened. There is no audio. Behold. Oh, wait. I gotta.
Fuck the hell off.
There you go. So, can anyone. So. Oh. And some of you might be saying, why the fucking weird ass explosion? Well, let me tell you, Mr. I can't wait till the end of the story. Sun Metro uses a variety of bus types, including new Flyer Excelsior XN60 articulated buses for its Brio bus rapid transit system and a large natural gas fueled fleet for its fixed routes. So, yeah, the buses are full of natural gas. So when it fell off, it is like a huge tank of natural gas that is, yeah. Yeah, the gas tank is literally probably, what do they use? Methane? Oh, that clean away is like, oh shit. Woo! 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 Oh, yo, she's just trying to mop, bro. She is literally just over here. Let me just mop it up, just doing a little cleanup. You know, it is kind of it's dusty in here. You know, we got the fans going down here. You see, we got the fan. The fans just blow the dust around, so you really got to get in here and mop. Now I'm just gonna go. Whoa, shit, brother! Oh my god. Oh wait, I got another one.
18-wheeler.
Oh!
Bang!
Oh!
Hits the bucket.
Jesus. You know what? From now on, they need to do all maintenance of them things in a negative pressure atmosphere. And you know what I'm saying? So that there needs to be constant suction in that room so that if there is a leak, propane. Oof. Yeah. Dude. Like, come the fuck. What do you even do? I guess get low? Or is it heavier than air? Oh, this is a better angle. Jesus. I'll hit it again. Man, nothing beats that U-Haul. That U-Haul was, I'm glad we found that because that has been, of the things blowing up. I didn't see any reports that anybody got hurt. That's why I showed it. I wasn't someone just got like impaled by 1,000 buses pieces. No, that didn't happen. But it was a very scary explosion. Very, very scary. Oh, did you guys see that the explosives manufacturer in Tennessee like detonated? Like there was like everyone heard the obvious like explosion, and then they showed up to the place and it's fucking just gone. The building, the car, everything is just gone. Like wiped out. It is crazy. It's like flat and smooth over there. I was like, oh, you have had a catastrophic incident. Oh, Amazon's using them too, huh? Okay. See, that's the only danger about like people telling me, hey, let's do hydrogen. I'm all about hydrogen cells. I think it's great. I think it's using water for water for gasoline. LPG is heavier than air, Mikey. Fuck! Damn it. Damn it. Did the hi Daily Blase? Hi Darren. Did the Oval Office explode the same way when Trump thin-skinned? That's hard to say at first. Saw that clip of Reagan talking about the terrorists. Oh my god, I should play that. Let me grab that real quick. That is funny. I'm talking about a meltdown. He had a full meltdown with Canada because they used Republicans' own words against them. All right, let's see. What did you say? Canada Reagan ad. There you go. I don't know what the problem was.
When someone says,
okay, here we go.
Let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker. and consumer. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. America's jobs and growth are at stake.
That's fake news. No one liked Reagan anyway. Reagan was a Democrat. He's from California. No one likes California people. Said, you know what, Canada, fuck you. 700,000% tariffs. How dare you? Has anyone figured out what the South Post Sarah Dad post was about yet? Or was it? I have no idea what that even means. Yeah, are you talking about the one in the one that was the plant? Yeah, that shit was in like it just looked like a meteorite hit, a meteorite. Oh, over to Indiana.
Amazon unveiling today a new $11 billion Indiana data center, which was built in less than a year. Mackenzie Segalo's
got your data, dumbass.
An exclusive first look inside the new site in today's Tech Check. Hey, Mac.
Hey, Leslie. So take a look at what Amazon's AI land grab looks like. CNBC's Katie Tarasov and I got exclusive first-time access inside one of the largest operational AI data centers in the world, built specifically for OpenAI rival Anthropic. Now, Amazon quietly started scouting land in rural Indiana in 2022, and it was able to turn a cornfield into a hyperscale AI compound in less than a year, one where Anthropic is already training its models inside.
They're already running about 500,000 chips in Indiana today. And in fact, it's going so well that they've actually doubled down on that order. And we expect jointly we'll be running more than 1 million Trainium 2 chips by the end of this year.
It's called Project Rainier, Amazon's $11 billion answer to OpenAI's Stargate. And while Meta breaks ground in Arkansas and xAI ramps up its Colossus super...
I wonder what all those chimneys are for. Huh. What's all these little stovepipe chimneys for? Huh? Let's zoom in there. Wonder what all these are for. Wonder what all these fans are for. Huh. What are these reservoirs of water? Wow, there's 2 more reservoirs of water. And another 2 over there. It's almost like they're going to be needing a lot of water. And they're going to be like, I don't know, expelling lots of something. Can't think of what it's called.
Computer in Memphis. Amazon is already online.
There is such demand for our models that I think the only way we would have been able to serve as much as we've been able to serve so far.
This guy's clearly from rural Indiana, so he wanted this to show up in his hometown.
This year is this multi-chip strategy because new data centers are coming online. We're getting the capacity that we can wherever we can.
Amazon is deploying CapEx faster than its rivals, exactly what the street is looking.
Oh shit, Bella, do you have to change your name? Bella's gonna have to switch it up to Sarah
for when the hyperscalers start reporting after the bell today. Amazon's spending is neck and neck with Microsoft, which reports this afternoon.
Oh, I got something to say about Microsoft. Microsoft. You have lost a customer. Okay? You have lost a customer. U.S. government uses Halo images in a call to destroy immigration. Microsoft declines to comment. Andy Chalk reports in from PCGamer.com. The social media post also includes images of U.S. President Donald Trump dressed up as Master Chief. Okay, let me tell y'all something that y'all don't know. Okay? Master Chief, big screen. Master Chief is the protagonist of Halo to some. But more importantly, he's you. He's me. He's every sci-fi nerd's id. You're like a kid who's been taken by some government program, and they give you this super serum, and they make you into this giant soldier, like Spartans from Halo. The soldiers there that he's pictured as are like 8 feet tall. They have like metal in their bones. They can run like 50, 60 miles an hour. They're like Captain Americas with guns, and they fight aliens who are in a cult. It's deep. But he's Master Chief is he's the one player. He's player one. You play as him, and you save the galaxy, the universe. You save everything as Master Chief. He represents coming from an orphan to savior of the universe in a short 30 or 40 years. It's its own kind of savior lore that belongs to each and every little nerd who finally gets away from the zombie flood coming up to rising up to kill us all. So to put this up, it's like him putting his head on, like, I don't know, who's another, on Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have him doing the tongue out Jordan thing. Like, don't you dare. He's that. He's our Messi, Ronaldo. And he's exclusively, well, not anymore. He was exclusively on the Xbox. Like that, the Halo was Xbox's exclusive game. You had to buy an Xbox if you wanted to play as the Master Chief. And to put this toad up there? Come on, man. Just a few days after the surprise announcement of Halo Campaign Evolved on PlayStation. So sad. The U.S. government has co-opted imagery from the game to promote its efforts to deport millions of people from the country. The post continues a pattern by the Trump administration of co-opting copyrighted material without permission for use as propaganda. It began last Saturday on X with a sort of faux diplomatic communique from GameStop declaring the end of the console wars, brought to you by the announcement the Halo remake is headed to the PlayStation 5. In response, the White House, yes, the actual real White House, seat of power, the world's last remaining superpower, posted an AI-generated image of the U.S. President Donald Trump as Master Chief, presumably a play on Trump's inaccurate but persistent claim that he has now ended 8 wars in just 8 months. I'm not a religious man, but this is heresy. This is heresy on the highest order. On the highest order. The Spartans were made to put down insurrections and rebellions. Yes. But the aliens showed up, and it was very handy that they happened to show up at the time. I knew you were deep in the lore there, Kay. But this isn't the only time that this has happened. Oh, wrong one. Boop. Pokemon did not give permission for ICE deportation video. And this is from a month ago. Pokemon has said it did not give permission for the use of its theme song and other footage to be used in an ICE deportation raid video posted by the U.S. government. We are aware of a recent video posted by the Department of Homeland Security, Thirsty Gnome, that includes imagery and language associated with our brand. Now, I don't know if everybody is like hip to gaming stuff, but Nintendo and by proxy Pokemon are not like, they're like the Disney of video games. Like sometimes you can get away with, a little, like Street Fighter is usually pretty chill about that kind of stuff. Mortal Kombat, the fighting games are too. You better not have a Pikachu anywhere on any of your shit anywhere, or they are coming for you. You're going to get a cease and desist. They're going to fucking copyright strike your channel. They don't play that shit. They do not play that. Uh-oh. What happened, Bella? Bill Gates isn't a fan of Trump. I can see seriously gosh in the near future. We'll see. Because he's bending over. Haven't played all the Halo games as a teenager and young adult. I find that image of Trump. Yeah. It is spit in the eye. He was an orphan. They stole those children. They stole them and made them super soldiers. Private parts.
Don't know. I have to respond by saying again, I have brilliant lawyers.
Yes, the Halo lore is coming out of each of you. I love it. Immigrants don't leave plasma burns. Hey, Ollie. Oh, wait. Where's Ollie's thing?
We're keeping our elbows up, bud.
Hey, Mikey. Is Till... I'm assuming... Is Tim... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Is Tim stuck in Ireland because we have... there are no traffic controllers showing up to work? Wouldn't that be a convenient little fucking excuse for him, huh? Sorry, guys, I had to stay in Ireland because the government shut down. Like, fuck you, Tim. You fucking get a kayak and get your ass back over here. So sick of this. So sick of him being in paradise. It's not fair. Our company was not involved in the creation or distribution of this content, and permission was not granted for the use of our intellectual property. Dude, and the same thing with the Tylenol people. Sue the shit out of these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, it might, they're going to have to jack it all the way up to the Supreme Court because every other lower court is going to make them pay. Oh shit, I was supposed to say this with the other one. Back on Amazon, sorry. Tens of thousands of layoffs are being blamed on AI. What are companies actually getting? Amazon announced this from NBC News. Amazon announced a reorganization that will result in the elimination of 14,000 jobs and said AI is the leading cause. Like, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Stop using AI. Stop. You have to starve the beast. You can't use the beast for good. It's like Frodo's ring or the One Ring. It's the same. You cannot wield it. Breaking UK news. Thank you, Chris. The political standards advisor is looking into potential wrongdoing by Reeves following emails between her and her husband, which seemed to suggest she knew she was breaking rules. That's an insult to Cortana. Yeah, the only AI that is allowed is Cortana. Even crazy Cortana. I can fix her. Oh, see, that's like, I don't know why people are doing that. Like, it's not worth it. Like, stop yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Rob Weil and Jared Perlow right here. Some of the largest companies in America have begun capping or reducing their headcounts, blaming the promise of productivity with artificial intelligence for their decisions. Yet so far, there is uneven evidence that the promised cost savings from AI are actually worth what companies are putting into it. This leaves some experts question whether AI could be serving as a fig leaf for companies that are laying off employees for old-fashioned reasons such as financial underperformance or global economics uncertainty. And they don't have to tell us the truth anymore because there is all of the mechanisms in which we could hold billionaires accountable. They've all been fired. All these attorneys generals, all these inspectors generals, all these people who went out and captured, like, the monopoly busting piece of our government has been gutted. So with that being said, there's no break on the monopolies now. And if this BBB gets all the way through like they wanted to, there's going to be 15 years, or is it 10 years? No regulations on AI at all. They want none. We're not even going to get into the fact that it's driving people actually crazy. And these idiot little teenage boys are addicted to AI porn, and it's breaking their little brains. Like, they don't, like, how are they supposed to be regular people when you give them this, like, eternal endorphin switch that they can just log into? And not to mention all the gross stuff that people have been making with their fucking AI porn. There's no guards on that either. And you know what I'm talking about. And it's rampant. Ugh. Muttley, how are you? Yeah, it does that again. Yeah. And EA is being run by the Saudis. So this is what gamers get now. Yeah. The Electronic Arts leveraged buyout assumes AI will fill their vault with gold. Unfortunately, what's happening is people are retro gaming now. Everyone's playing old shit. Like, dude, we're not paying you $60 for a game, and then you need $20 every week for the new pack that comes out. Like, it's not happening. Your games aren't that good. But they're like, gamers are addicted and stupid. We can get them. We're also humans, and if we run out of money, you don't get any more. You should have saved some for a rainy day. Let's go. Oh, I just caught this. I need to see what...
An elderly woman has been found dead on the Great Barrier Reef's luxury Lizard Island after she was allegedly left behind by a cruise ship. Rachel Baxter is following the story. Rachel, the woman was hiking on the island with a group from the Coral Adventurer.
Good afternoon, Anne. Yeah, that's right. Witnesses have told me the woman in her 80s was hiking an area called the Cook's Look on Saturday morning. This is a 4-kilometre track, which is considered to be a very challenging route. She was with a group of other passengers from the Coral Adventurer, as you say, when she said she needed to stop and turn back. It's understood the group continued on the hike before returning to the ship and boarding the vessel before realising...
Bro, y'all are fucking garbage. Y'all left her
that she was not there. The cruise ship left the island and the woman wasn't reported missing until Saturday night. From there, a rescue chopper was sent to search for her, and 7 crew from the Coral Adventurer returned to scour the island. Sadly, her body was found just metres from the hiking trail on Sunday morning. I spoke to one tourist, Tracy Ayres, who was sailing nearby when she saw the search unfold.
So we're too advanced as a society for a fucking head count? Come on, y'all.
I just feel terrible for the ship's crew and everybody here that witnessed it. And I feel so terrible for the hikers' family and friends. Such a beautiful place and such a tragedy.
It's understood the woman was travelling solo on the Coral Adventurer on a 60-day voyage, which would have cost between $80,000 to almost $100,000 for a premium room. Police say a report will be prepared for the coroner, and they are treating the death as sudden and non-suspicious.
That's crazy. No, I'm suing. You can't leave my granny at the fucking island, bro. Are you kidding me? Okay, we got a couple shorts.
I want to now speak directly to Greg Bovino. Mr. Bovino, your operation has sown fear and division and chaos among law-abiding residents in our communities. If you are unwilling to cease operations and leave our city, can we at least agree that our children should not be victims, especially on Halloween? Can we agree that there is no imminent threat that should disrupt their holiday? No child in America should have to go trick-or-treating in fear that they might be confronted with armed federal agents and have to inhale tear gas. I honestly can't even believe that I have to make this plea. This is not the America that I know. I ask you to restore some sanity for the sake of our children.
This is from Portland.
Back it up and take a left.
Back it up and take a left. Just gotta keep where you go to the left.
Man, I am telling you, If you go describing people, you will be arrested. You're not going to take a left. You can get to the academy. You're not going this way. That's what you're about. If you're not going to listen to my orders, that is your choice. I am giving you an order right now. Back this vehicle up.
Sorry, I was getting a call from my mom, but she didn't say anything, so I might call her back after this. Again, ICE agents that are in the Chicagoland area, do not commit crimes here. You do not have qualified immunity. You don't have any immunity. If you break the law, you will be stuck in an Illinois jail. And Trump is not going to come get you. Just like Bovino had to take his ass downtown. And the judge said, you can go put on a body cam too. You can go get your body cam. Let me see if I can find investigate. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, and JD Vance really shit the bed at this Turning Points event. It was pretty bad. Pretty bad for the boy. I hope she was just calling to talk to the baby and everything's okay. Now I'm distracted. Oh, okay. My mom said it's funny, like the way we communicate now is she sends me like political links. Like, did you do this on your show? Did you talk about this? I'm like, yes, 2 weeks ago. Oh, well, you should have talked about that one. That was one to talk. Okay, Mom. In Jamaica, I think they said like the death count's at like 35. The last I saw, which is terrible, but not as bad as we thought it was going to be. Where's the fucking flotilla? Like, I'm sick of the bullshit with everyone acting like, well, it's not my job to help. It's everyone's job to help everyone. It's real fucking simple, dude. It's everyone's job to help everyone. That's what their fucking their religion dictates, but they just suddenly somehow can't figure out how to do it. Oh, this needs to get talked about. Okay. Doing a little organizing over here.
Mike, I can tell you that there are more people here, more family members, Sonia Massey's.
Finally, some fucking justice.
As well as defendant Sean Grayson's family. So perhaps anticipating that there could possibly be a verdict today. Day 2 of deliberations in this high-profile case from Sangamon County, which was moved here to Peoria County due to pre-trial publicity. The tragic story of what happened to Sonia Massey drawing national attention. People from across Peoria and other parts of the Midwest traveling here, making their voices heard outside.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little breakdown for people who are not familiar with the case. So this here is Sonia. I'm pretty sure Sonia was a schizophrenic, and she said she kept hearing someone trying to break into her house. So she called the police. The police look around and they say, we don't see anything. Looks like you're fine. The other cop says, hey, you got some stuff on the stove over there. It looks like your water is about to boil over. You want to turn that off real quick? And she's like, oh, thank you so much. So she walks over to get it. Second cop, who was, poking around through her house, sees her with the pot of water and says, don't you throw that at me. And she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Now, if you are a religious person, you know what that means. Rebuke is to cast out. Like, magic spell, get out of here, demon kind of thing. He says, I'll shoot you in the fucking face. She cowers down and he pulls the trigger. claiming that she was going to throw boiling hot water on him. This lady called the police for help. They inserted themselves into her house for no reason, made it up an excuse, and killed her. That's the case that the asshole just got found guilty on.
The Midwest traveling here, making their voices heard outside the Peoria County Courthouse today. Protesters with Black Lives Matter and organizations demanding justice for Sonia Massey.
So those were the shots. They showed up initially and they walked around the property and they said, we don't see anything. We don't hear anything. Maybe they left. Okay. But we're going to get going. And then they wanted to ask for ID. And then they wanted to invite themselves into the house. And then that's how all this precipitated. Hey, Theo. Fifth time's a charm.
The 36-year-old Springfield resident shot and killed in her own home last year by former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson. Sonia's death was senseless and avoidable, prosecutors telling the jury in yesterday's closing arguments. Prosecutors contending Grayson's use of deadly force was both unwarranted and excessive. He fired 3 shots at Massey, killing her after she called 911 to report a prowler outside her home. John Milheiser, the Sangamon County State's attorney, telling jurors that Grayson's actions constitute first-degree murder, though jurors could find him guilty.
Yeah, I think it's first fucking degree murder. He fucking said, I'm going to shoot you in the face. That's premeditation. It's no longer self-defense.
Of second-degree murder, or they could deliver a verdict of not guilty. Body cam evidence capturing the tragic interaction.
The whole thing.
Grayson, who'd only been on the force for a year, pointing his gun at Massey, ordering her to put down a boiling pot of water. The video showing Massey putting her hands up as she removed the pot from the stove, popping up moments later from a crouched position, uttering the words, "Rebuke him in the name of Jesus." That's when Grayson, who says he feared for his life, opened fire, later refusing to administer first aid to stop the bleeding. The 31.
And that was the other thing. He stood over and said, he's like, the other cop said, I'm going to go get my medic bag. He's like, there's no need. There's no point. Hey, Allie.
Year-old Grayson's defense team during this contentious trial, calling experts who testified that the use of deadly force was justified, they said, based on written Sangamon County Sheriff's Department policies. Massey's mother and son, along with family members, as we told you earlier, attending the trial was civil rights attorney Ben Crump, and Chicago's Antonio Romanucci here as well. We'll be following developments, of course.
Yeah. I hope he rots in jail. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the second lady, what's the second lady's name? All you smarty smarts, what's her name? I'm waiting. I'm looking at the chat. I don't see nothing. Where is it at? You don't know. You don't even know. You don't even know what it is. Hi, Alistair. Incorrect. That is an incorrect.
WTF? Who's in charge?
Lucy. Mrs. What you said, it's indicative of first-degree murder, premeditated, and special cruelty. Yeah, dude. Penelope pit stops. Is that Wacky Races? I need to watch. I haven't watched that. Man, I almost said 30 years out loud. Whoo, that feels weird. Oh, I watched Power Rangers 30 years ago. Oh, it hurts. Oh, shit. No, not KK Caroline. Fucking sofa. Oh, I heard somebody, I don't know who said it, but I heard from a little bird that JD Vance's nickname was the futon fornicator. And I was like, yo, you can't say Ursha, baby. Peace up. A-Town down.
Hello, Mr. Vice
Usha Vance. I can't hear nothing.
I did not agree with many of the things that you said right ahead of this.
Why is it so
but
quiet?
I don't think that's my point to discuss here. What I want to ask is, you are married to a woman who is not Christian.
Uh-oh.
In her Wikipedia, I mean, I just looked that up. I wanted to know what her faith was. I didn't know this before. But she still calls herself Hindu. You are raising three kids in interracial, cultural, racial, religious household. How are you maintaining, or how are you teaching your kids not to keep your religion ahead of their mother's religion? Or how are you teaching them that your kind, they're that kind who got here just few years or few decades ago is different, or is better than your mom's kind who got here just a generation before? How are you balancing that? And when you talk about too many immigrants here, when did you guys decide that number? Why did you sell us a dream?
This is at turning point.
You made us spend our youth, our wealth in this country and gave us a dream. You don't owe us anything. We have worked hard for it. Then how can you, as a vice president, stand there and say that we have too many of them now and we are going to take them out to people who are here right by paying the money that you guys asked us? You gave us the path, and now how can you stop it and tell us we don't belong here anymore? And one more thing, I'm sorry, one more thing. Do you have to
There's
be
a lot there. I don't know if I'm going to remember all this, but I will try.
I'm sorry. I had to say all of this, and please take it with due. I mean, I'm saying all.
Look at all the red hats inside the building, but then you walk around throughout the world, you don't see them hats no more. So they're back in the closet. Okay.
Of course. No, go ahead.
I
Please.
have no intention of causing a scene here or anything, but
We're not close to causing a scene.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
but we talked about Christianity, all of this. I'm not even Christian, and I'm here standing to
Wouldn't have said that out loud.
so support. Why are we making Christianity one of the major thing that you have to have in common to be one of you guys, to show that I love America just as much as you do? Why is that still a question? Why do I have to be a Christian?
It's almost like being a Christian is secondary to being something else. I just can't think of what it is.
Okay. So there was a lot there, and I'm going to try to respond to as much of it as I can. So on the question of immigration. So first of all, I can believe that we should have lower immigration levels, but if the United States passed a law and made a promise to somebody, the United States, of course, has to honor that promise.
But they're not doing that. You brought people here, you gave them temporary protective leave, and then you arrest them. And then you fucking go to, like, according to Stephen Miller, just go to the courthouse when they're going for their ICE check-ins. You're doing that exact thing. These people are following the rules. They're in the process, which is taking a long time because it's so fucking decrepit. Like, they're doing the right steps. And then you're kicking them out while they're in the middle of their steps. That sounds like taking the deal back, no?
Made a promise to somebody, the United States, of course, has to honor that promise.
Like Haiti, like the Haitians. The Haitians were brought here on TPL, temporary protective leave. And then they fucking turned on them and started deporting them. You need to self-deport. We changed our minds. Marco Rubio, I can revoke anybody's visa if I feel like it. Inconsistent lying bitches, man.
Nobody's talking about that. I'm talking about people who came in violation of the laws of the United States of America, and I'm talking about in the future reducing the number of people. Sorry, what?
Can I continue on that? Because when you just said,
I like how she's just like, I am talking. I don't give a fuck. Like, bring the mic closer. I'm saying some more shit.
you are not stopping with the people who came here legally, right? But you are pushing out policies that hurt us. And these policies are not even solving the problems. These policies are just creating chaos.
Ma'am. Okay, so again, I'm gonna finish answering the question, and then if I've answered all 9 of your questions in less than 15 minutes, then we can keep on going. We gotta have a little fun, right?
Oh, yes. The fuck?
We gotta have a little fun, right? So here's the thing. I can believe
Then why is he
that the
there?
United States should lower its levels of immigration in the future, while also respecting that there are people who have come here through lawful immigration pathways that have contributed to the country. But just because one person or 10 people or 100 people came in legally and contributed to the United States of America, does that mean that we're thereby committed to let in 1 million or 10 million or 100 million people a year in the future? No, that's not right. We cannot have...
Why not? We got space. We got space. The entire 8 billion people, if you put them in a population density of New York, would fit in Texas. We have space.
I'll go and finish. We cannot have an immigration policy where what was good for the country 50 or 60 years ago binds the country inevitably for the future. There's too many people who want to come to the United States of America, and my job as vice president is not to look out for the interests of the whole world. It's to look out for the people of the United States. Now,
any chance you're going to answer the fucking question? I mean, that was a brilliant soliloquy about something. It wasn't about the question, but it was about something. Ooh, wait. What's scalping, Precious? What does scalping mean? Scalping, define.
Now,
That's coming. That's coming
out.
out.
Personal question about our interfaith household, and yes, my wife did not grow up Christian. I think it's fair to say that she grew up in a Hindu family, but not a particularly religious family in either direction. In fact, when I met my wife, we were both, I would consider myself an agnostic or an atheist, and that's what I think she would have considered.
Boy, you know you lying. Boy, you know you lying. Don't you try to, take that off. Take that off. Take that atheist jacket off, dog. We took members' jackets are from members only. You can put that shit back. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Thank you, Allie. 10 British pounds. Talking about ICE, Mikey. Home Office Minister has actually personally taken control of a U.S. ICE ESK raid in North London last week. There was also a raid in East End of Glasgow now. It starts in the UK. Put body cams on them. Put body cams on them. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah. Which MP? Because I'll look that up right now. Who had I was an atheist on their bingo card? Not me. I didn't think he was gonna go there. Yeah, put their name in there. Let me see if I can find a video on them. Because there are scalping. Yeah. Smacked hand put on fast on bun. Oh. Spanking. Giving a whooping. But yeah, let me know the name of that person. I want to watch a video on them. Because you have to let the ICE agents know that you do have a function in this society, but it is extremely limited. And if you step out of that, the weight of the people will be upon you. You better do your job and your job only and get the fuck out of here. If you want to start rounding up people and going all that shit, nope. You better have a warrant for know who you're looking for and go find them on your own. Bye, Ali. See you tonight.
Herself as well. You know, everybody has to come to their own arrangement here. The way that we've come to our arrangement is she's my best friend. We talk to each other about this stuff. So we decided to raise our kids Christian. our two oldest kids who go to school, they go to a Christian school. Our 8-year-old did his first communion about a year ago. That's the way that we have come to our arrangement. But
so your religion.
Thank you.
We compromised on doing my thing.
My 8-year-old was also very proud of his first communion. Thank you, guys. I'll tell him that Old Miss wishes him the best. But I think everybody has to.
Yeah, Mississippi is about to get absolutely devastated with these cuts to SNAP.
Have this own conversation when you're in a marriage. I mean, it's true for friends of mine who are in Protestant and Catholic marriages, friends of mine who are in, atheist and Christian marriages. You just got to talk to the only advice I can give is you just got to talk to the person.
She didn't ask for your fucking advice on how to navigate the trials of being in an interracial, faith relationship. She said, how you going to sit up here and talk about how shitty immigrants are when your wife's an immigrant? And how you going to let the homeboy that was up here a second ago talk shit about Hinduism when your wife's a Hindu?
That God has put you with. And you've got to make those decisions as a family unit. For us, it works out. Now, most Sundays, Usha will come with me to church. As I've told her and I've said publicly, and I'll say now in front of 10,000 of my closest friends, do I hope eventually that she is somehow moved by the same thing that I was moved in by church? Yeah, I honestly do wish that, because I believe in the Christian gospel, and I hope eventually my wife comes to see it the same way. But if she doesn't, then God says everybody has free will, and so that doesn't cause a problem for me. That's something you work out with your friends.
Yo, I could not sleep next to somebody who was like, well, you're going to burn in a fiery pit for a million years. That's fine. If someone is sitting next to me, like thinking and believing that, then you need to not be next to me. Like, that's weird. Like, that would bug me. Ugh. Too many agencies have the power to arrest and detain individuals in the UK. Looking at Border Force, HMRC. Did I miss the name? No. Okay.
With your family, with the person that you love. Again, one of the most important Christian principles is that you respect free will. Usha's closer to the priests who
except for all those people who want to, choose whether or not their body is ravaged.
Baptize me than maybe I am. They talk about this stuff. My attitude is you figure this stuff out as a family and you trust in God to have a plan and you try to follow it as best as you can. And that's what I try to do. I want to make a final point.
He hasn't answered shit, by the way.
So I don't want to cut you off. I want to be respectful to all the people behind you in line. But I want to make this point about immigration, okay? If you ask the question, what is the exact right number of immigrants for the United States to let in, it is just very specific on the context. If you go back to the 1920s, the United States passed an Immigration Reform Act that effectively cut down immigration to close to zero for 40 years in this country. And what happened over those 40 years? The many people who had come from many different foreign countries and different foreign cultures, they assimilated into American culture. And there was an
Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, don't ban him yet. Don't ban him yet. This is funny. I want to see. Oh, here we go. Okay, buddy. The diesel Democrat. That's what I'm supposed to be. That's what I'm led to believe. I'm a diesel dude, but also I love racist. Like, come on, brother. Come on, man. You're not fooling anybody. If you want to argue, we can argue, but make an argument. Give me something to argue against. You know what I'm saying? You're just making shit up. You feel me?
expectation that they would assimilate into American culture. I think we have two problems in our immigration system today. And my guess is you're probably a slightly more leftist political persuasion, liberal political persuasion, maybe not. But here's the thing. I remember back in my establishment GOP days, when I was still very early getting involved in
Back when he was calling Trump Hitler.
Republican politics, I remember a conservative think tank person who told me that one of the reasons why immigration was really good is that if you had enough diversity in a country, people would mistrust each other and they wouldn't join labor unions. Okay? So when
they have been ravaging the unions. I
see a lot of left-wing people who theoretically support organized labor saying we need to flood the country with a limitless number of immigrants. They're unwilling to set any limitations on it. My response to that is you are destroying the very social trust on which American freedom and prosperity was built. And that is really important to me.
He still hasn't answered the question. She's like, how can you sit in this room full of people who hate Hindus when your wife is Hindu? He's like, that is not even true. I'm just going to talk about something else.
So the honest answer to your question, what is the exact number of immigrants America should accept in the future? Right now, the answer is far less than we've been accepting. We have got to be...
The number is less than. So like she's looking for like data, dog. Data. Do you have any? Do you know what it smells like?
Become a common community again, and you can't do that when you have such high numbers of immigration, which is one of the reasons why we have the immigration policy we do. Thank you.
He said we have to protect the homeland from all of you dirty sand demon worshiping hit. Like that's their stance, right? Like that's not on me. That's their thing. That's them saying that. Let me see if they have the other one up yet. They didn't do it yet. There's a white kid who asked him a question too. Damn. Come on, PBS NewsHour, get your fucking clips together, man. Fucking late. That's okay. I got another one. This is the interview with that sheriff I was telling you guys about. Here it is. It's cut down pretty quick, but I think we can watch the whole thing. It's 6 minutes. Okay, here it is. And this is from, honestly, one of my favorite fucking subscriptions because I follow probably 100 local like newscaster things. News Channel 5 in Tennessee is my shit. They have great stories. They have great reporting. The graphics are on point. No one's shuffling fucking papers, MSNBC. God damn. Just all around good channel. So if you're not subbed, please sub.
Jailed for a meme. Tonight, a Middle Tennessee sheriff defends the arrest of a man for posting this online meme, quoting President Trump. Good evening. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Free speech advocates are sounding the alarm about this.
Okay, here we go. Where's he at? Oh. Hi, Tim. Hi, Tim. Did you guys ban Larry Diesel already? No, not yet. Okay. If he's not banned here, Larry Diesel, here you go. He probably ran away. Explain. Stop it, Timothy. Timothy Chalamet, Bristol, you stop.
This man's arrest. But in an interview, Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems claims this man left him no choice.
The sheriff sat down to answer some tough questions.
Now, we covered this earlier. The guy just got out of jail. All the charges were dropped. This is the interview of the sheriff, right, in Perry County.
From News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams.
Phil, there are a lot of people out there who are outraged.
Big Phil, baby!
Over this.
That may be an understatement. Larry Bussard has been behind bars for more.
Phil is the best investigative journalist in the country right now. Right now, it's Phil. Phil is crushing right now.
More than a month. And right now, he's not scheduled for another court appearance for more than 5 weeks. The question is, should this case ever have gone this far?
Yeah, there's been some very, very bad phone.
Okay, peep homie's office, first of all. Y'all know I hate this. This fucking Blue Lives Matter fucking flag, this thin blue line flag, is so fucking offensive. I don't understand how any Republican can fucking stomach that. Number one, we have a fucking flag code. And if you didn't know that, then that's on you. But there are rules about flying the flag. There's rules about the colors. Changing and altering the colors is against the fucking flag code. And to have a sheriff with it painted on the wall behind him in a very permanent fashion, and for these assholes to have patches on their fucking uniform with the thin blue line bullshit on there is apocryphal. It is incredibly unconstitutional and unpatriotic. You are announcing to the world that you are in a gang, essentially. I mean, you're already in a fucking paramilitary group, but you're now in a subculture gang, and that's your gang flag. It is not within the rules and regulations for you to alter the flag to try to uplift yourself over everybody else. If you want to fly the American flag, you want to put that up behind your wall, what can I say? As long as you're doing it the right way, that's cool. What is this?
Calls that my employees has had to endure, our dispatch has had to endure.
For Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems and his office, the last few weeks have been rough as word has spread about their arrest of 61-year-old Larry Bussard for a Facebook post. A local judge said Bussard.
Chris says we have the same in the UK. Blue stripe for the police, green for paramedics, and red for fire service. I don't know if you guys have the same regulations or whatever, but I mean, I was in ROTC. They made me learn all the fucking rules, and I had to march out there in the fucking snow and do the colors in the morning. And then in a different year, we had to bring them in and fold in the flag and doing all that. There's rules for this shit. But heaven forbid a fucking cop open up a goddamn book.
Bond at $2 million.
He's been here for 35 days.
35 days.
Mm-hmm.
Over a meme?
Well, it was a series of posts, but yes, the one post that he made was the one with Donald Trump that got everybody's attention and was considered a threat.
Wait, air horns. We will take good news. We will take good news around here. Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Local police took Bussard.
Remember when he was in his t-shirt and basketball shorts when he got arrested? This is the body cam from the thing we watched earlier in the show.
Into custody at his home in Lexington, Tennessee on September 21st based on a warrant issued out of Perry County.
Yeah. He said, damn, homie, you ain't gonna help me out this bitch. You know, it is a high angle to get out of this motherfucker. You know, I'm a foot down up in the wood.
The one-time cop is one of those rare liberals in rural Middle Tennessee and a keyboard warrior known for posting progressive memes like these.
Yo, look at this one on the right. Look at Cash. Look at him. He got him in the hats. Bro is a legend. If it's illegal to hire undocumented workers, then how come only the workers are being arrested? Bro dropping gems. He lighting up it. I'm not only smart, I'm street smart. Oh yeah, sure, you're street smart. Oh, I can't see. I don't know.
This is what they charged me with. Okay. Threatening mass violence at a school.
Yes. Threatening mass violence at a school. Crazy.
Ooh. It's referring to a school. I have no idea. This is what they've called us for, and I ain't got a clue.
I play it on Facebook. That's right. You know what? I know you don't give a.
This is the meme that landed Bussard in jail. He posted it as part of a discussion about Charlie Kirk's murder. The meme quotes Donald Trump saying, "We have to get over it." It was exactly what the president said the day after a deadly school shooting in Perry, Iowa. That's the meme that he posted, correct?
No. Where's that? Hold on.
Have you ever been wrong? I was like, no.
That ain't it. Hey, Tim.
Well, fuck the hell off.
My pugs now, motherfucker.
That looks like it, except this part was blurred out. The face.
Yeah. How is that threatening mass violence at a school? It isn't. Mikey, and the fat right in U.S. Said jailed UK person for Facebook post. Now this. Yep.
Where is the threat in there, Sheriff?
Right here.
Sheriff Weems says some in his community took the reference in the Trump meme to Perry High School to be a threat to shoot up Perry County High School, which had recently had to deal with a threat from a student.
Whenever you come to a Perry County page, okay.
Yeah, you know, threats to schools and learning institutions are really, really not acceptable. And I agree with that 100%. That's why first-degree murder charges for all these parents who let their kids fucking get to their guns and shoot up the schools. Life imprisonment. Mandatory gun safes if you have children. Background checks. Mental health exams. That's what you guys are talking about? Oh, no. Just silencing someone's speech. That's the way to keep the kids safe. Got it.
That is set up to let people know what's going on in Perry County. And you post this talking about Perry High School shooting.
It doesn't say Perry County High School.
It says Perry High School mass shooting one day after, okay? That led people to believe in our county that he's talking about Perry County High School because it doesn't say Iowa either.
It doesn't say county either, huh? Like y'all put this dude in jail for 30 days when there's more than one Perry? Yeah, he finna be rich.
Mass shooting one day after, okay? That led people to believe in our county that he's talking about Perry County High School because it doesn't say Iowa either.
But you also knew this was an existing meme that was already out there on the internet.
Correct.
So then why did you arrest?
And so it's clear he's not talking about Perry County High School.
We knew. The public.
Are you confessing that you arrested him for nothing? Are you confessing?
Did not know.
No one even replied to that one meme, the meme that's in question here.
No one said this is a threat against our school.
No one even mentioned it.
Chris Ergel from South Carolina heard about Bussard's arrest and started a Justice for Larry Bussard page on Facebook.
A reasonable person cannot possibly interpret that as a threat. So I'm not sure what he's reacting to. I think it might be his own feelings.
So
that's copium. He knows he's fucked up now. Well, we understood, but everybody else didn't understand. So that's why we arrested him, because everybody, I mean, you could have just put out a post saying, hey, he wasn't talking about us. So chill out, yo.
Why not just inform the public that this was not about Perry County High School?
Because here's the thing. Whenever you're dealing with something like this and you've got multiple people that is now scared to send their kids to school, we tried to take...
Hey, remember when Charlie Kirk died and then like all the HBCUs got bomb threats? Anybody do any investigation on that? Did they do a deep forensic investigation to figure out who the culprits were? No. Just gone in the wind. They had to lock them all down. 12 different facilities had to go on lockdown because of all the threats that came in for people who had nothing to fucking do with any of this. And now you suddenly have the time and the resources. Convenient.
A different approach and go and speak to this guy and say, hey, look, this is what you're doing.
Right, but it's just, freedom of speech,
As Bussard's wife explained to police, he saw nothing wrong with what he had done.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you did or did not commit a crime. I may have been, but that's not illegal.
All of this could have been avoided, the sheriff says, if Bussard had just deleted the meme that people...
You gotta delete it, or else it's a crime. You must delete it, or it's a crime. You fucked yourself, dog. Because if it was a crime, he would just go to jail, right? Like if I threatened one of you, like Tim, I'll threaten Tim. Tim, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Now Tim can go out and say, oh, I am in reasonable fear of my face being punched because of the post that he said. Now I have to be aware. Now I fear for things. But if I'm like, yo, Tim, did you see that boxing match? And he's like, oh, you said hitting. That could be me. I have to get the police involved.
And Perry County had found so objectionable.
Whenever we sent Lexington Police Department out to speak to him, and he refused to do that, I mean, what kind of person does
Tim, it's what you didn't do. You ever think about that?
What kind of person just says he don't care? You know, I'm not taking it down.
Maybe a person who doesn't think he's done anything wrong.
Well, in TCA's eyes and our state legislatures that's put this law forth that come out July 1st, 2024, says otherwise.
As for Weems' statement that Bussard would not be in jail today if he had just deleted the post, Chris Ergel says that shows it was never really about any threat against Perry County High School.
Pretty much tells me he doesn't consider it a threat. If you think it's a threat.
Oh, dude. Tim, tell them you're afraid of me. Oh, wait, then I won't be able to come over. Never mind.
Why would removing it make any difference?
In your heart, do you think Larry Bouchard was threatening to shoot up Perry County?
Well, wait, maybe I can get... All right, let me think. I'll get into Japan because I'm afraid of Tim. Tim gets into Ireland because he's afraid of me. We all win. Yes, you're so smart, Tim. Now, take this smack.
High school.
In my heart, I think Larry Bouchard knew what he was doing once we made contact with him, or once law enforcement made contact with him. And I believe that he knew what he was doing, and in my heart, he violated the law set forth by our legislatures.
Now, Mr. Bussard's attorney has filed a motion to reduce his bond, but get this.
But as we saw earlier in the show, all charges have been dropped. He's free to go. But that's what that's the case that they're trying to make is, you know, I mean, dumb people could be very afraid of your word. Is there a crime, though? Did he do something that was illegal? Because, you know, as a law enforcement officer, you're pretty much restricted to, like, illegal activities. Like, you really can't, like, jump in on other stuff. It doesn't quite work. What the heck? The kid's throwing stuff. All right, let me see if I had any last words. Anything else you guys want me to cover that I forgot? Anything we'll open it up to the chat. Chat, what say you? Here, show the comments on stage. There we go. There we go. Tell them you're afraid of tons of mice and they might lock you up in Ireland. That's true. Attention, Ireland. Tim is there because he is afraid of tons of mice. Do not allow him asylum in your country. Only bad things come. Only bad could happen. Only good could happen. I think I have that somewhere. Is this it?
Broke my ass.
That's not it.
And it can only good happen.
Nuclear bomb test. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Thank you. Let's see what dumbass has to say about this.
U.S. President Donald Trump's comment that America could start testing nuclear weapons again could upend decades of American policy. America last tested a nuclear bomb back in 1992, and it stopped in part because of the nuclear weapons testing ban that went worldwide. Experts warned that if America restarts its test, it could see China and Russia follow suit. Now, that's not to say that there hasn't been some push by...
No. I want to hear what he said. This is great, but
Moscow.
Not what I'm looking for. Okay.
So shortly before his meeting with President Xi Jinping, President Trump announced
You're welcome,
the United
Tim.
States will resume testing nuclear weapons. In a social media post, Trump wrote that he has ordered the Pentagon to resume testing on an...
The United States has more nuclear weapons than any other country. This was accomplished, including a complete update and renovation of existing weapons during my first term in office. Bullshit, you fired everyone. And you had to beg them to come back, and you didn't even have all their fucking contact information. You just told them not to show up to work anymore, and then you took away their email access, and then you couldn't even get them back. You had to wait for people to start showing up, and then like, hey, do you have Jerry's number? Please tell me you have Jerry's number. It would be very important if you had Jerry's number right now. Ooh. Ooh. What do I like? That's better. Okay. Because of the tremendous destructive power, I hated to do it, but had no choice. Russia is second and China is the distant third, but will be even within 5 years. Because of other countries' testing programs, I have instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process will begin immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President John J. Trump.
Equal basis with Russia and China.
Bro, that's at 9:04 p.m. Take your ass to sleep. That is why you are a crazy, psychotic old man. You are old. Go to sleep. You are about to be 87,000 years old. And you up here at 9 o'clock at night. You need to be asleep like Joe Biden was. You need to be asleep half the day like little babies.
Conducted its last nuclear weapons test in 1992. Former President George H.W. Bush signed a moratorium on testing that year. Here's what the president...
Well, North Korea counts, so now we get to test too.
The president said on Air Force One overnight when asked about his social media post.
Oh, yeah, this is the candidate of peace, right? He's invading fucking Venezuela and he's retesting nukes. Sounds peaceful.
We have more nuclear weapons than anybody. We don't do testing, and we've halted it many years ago. But with others doing testing, I think it's appropriate that we do also.
Any details around the testing, sir? Like where, when?
It'll be announced. You know, we have test sites. It'll be announced.
As the New York Times reports, some nuclear scientists were quick to point out Trump announced testing on an equal basis with other countries. That would mean testing delivery systems, which is all Russia has done, and not warheads. One expert notes it would take the U.S. a considerable amount.
I feel like this is a distraction. You know what I mean? It doesn't actually go towards any of his long-term goals. It doesn't enrich him. And if it's not enriching him, why is he doing it? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is just a don't worry about the government shutdown, which is on day 30. Don't worry about the fact that SNAP benefits are going to be gone in 48 hours. And millions of people are about to be cast into poverty, and food prices are about to get very, very unstable. Very dumb move, in my opinion. We'll start the Cold War again, for fuck's sake. I don't know if there's going to be a Cold War. Like Russia, North Korea, China, most of the rest of the world are kind of on the same page, except for like Europe. Like the continent, like the African continent is largely on the side of China and Russia. That's who's been on their side. That's who's been looking out for them. Not Europe and America. Europe and America have done nothing but pillage. So when the bad guys come in offering, hey, would you like a highway? If you just let me get to that mine over there. Hey, would you like a port? As long as you let me get to that forest over there. They're like, yeah, go for it, dude. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, we'll take some cheap cars. Yeah, sounds great. And what is the European American counter offer? Fuck you. Like that's just we don't come to the we're not holding the cards. We have no cards in this. What are you going to do? Just nuke every other country that doesn't agree with us? How's that going to work?
of time to conduct a nuclear test.
So David Ignatius, the president, then in the follow-up questions was asked, are you talking about China here? And he said effectively, it has to do with others. They all seem to be testing. In his words, China's developing nuclear weapons, not testing them, I guess, as far as we know. But who is this aimed at, as you read between the lines?
My guess is it's aimed principally at Russia. Russia is making significant new announcements about strategic weapons, weapons.
He worried about fucking nuclear weapons. He needs to worry about fucking bricks. Bricks is the problem. You can be as tough as you want to be. We about to be hungry over here. It's about to get hungry in this bitch.
That can cause a tsunami was the latest thing the Russians announced. Russians are big into intimidation with announcing nuclear weapons related projects, and Trump hasn't been shy about coming back, talking about the U.S. going to reposition its nuclear subs if Russia seems to be threatening, and there may be some of that in this announcement. One thing that's interesting about Donald Trump is that from the earliest days in politics, he's been interested in nuclear weapons limitation. So the idea that he could somehow draw China and Russia into a discussion about nuclear issues next year, I don't think is far-fetched. I think that's...
Ain't nobody about to listen to his policies anyway. He's 2 years out from being in jail for the rest of his life. So
that would be an ambition for him. But as to today's announcement, I do see them mainly focused on Russia.
And Richard, of course, the timing was before he went into the summit with Xi. At the same time, though, there was a response to what Vladimir Putin just said a few days ago.
They ain't finna resume no goddamn testing. They ain't got nobody that work there. I mean, you done rift reduction in force, RAF. You done rift most of the fucking federal workers. Who exactly do you expect to be doing these tests? Who exactly is it that you think is going to be doing the shit that you want? Oh boy.
Is to make life better for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. That's what the one big ugly bill was all about. Largest cut to Medicaid in American history, ripping food away from the mouths of children, seniors, veterans, and families, and all of this was done to provide massive tax breaks to their billionaire donors. And now as we approach November 1st, just 2 days from now, the beginning of open enrollment, tens of millions of Americans, including many in the state of Louisiana.
And see, this is kind of like, this kind of lends towards like what I've been saying since January 20th. If you want to enrich your buddies and scam and do all this shit, you're probably going to get away with it. Here's the problem. You're doing this at the beginning of your administration. Once you've stolen everyone's wallet, they're going to notice when they pull it out to go buy groceries. Like, you can't do all of this corruption simultaneously. If he was slow and methodical and would like slip shit in every once in a while, if they were temperate and decisive and surreptitious, they might have been able to get all this shit through and maybe not made too much waves. Maybe just, argued about like, even if he put out the Epstein files and then like he just went back to making fun of like Rosie O'Donnell and the View people, and he just did his normal Trump shit, he probably would have just been able to get away with all this shit. But he decided, no, we're going full throttle the whole way since day one. Okay, that doesn't work because several of your plans crisscross with each other. And the shock and awe and the element of surprise is lost. People are paying attention to politics again. More than just like the every 4-year thing. Now they're like, oh yeah, we're activated. We care all about all this shit. I'm going to start watching the news and watching politics and all the... hey, wait a minute, we're not getting any, like, you activated them, just like the Epstein files. He activated all of them on the Epstein files to say that the Democrats were hiding pedophiles. Okay, good plan. It worked for a while, and you got everybody distracted. Well, now they want to know what the fucking Epstein files say. And you're like, don't worry about that anymore. No. You got me here on Epstein files, right? You got me to focus on politics because you told me that the Democrats were over here trafficking children, and I don't fuck with people trafficking children. That's wrong. And you got these people engaged on a emotional level instead of an intellectual level. Or even a fucking self-preservation level. You promised them no war. You promised them cheap prices, a better healthcare system, cheap groceries, cheap gas, all this stuff that was no more wars. You promised all this shit. And then you're blowing every single one of the promises in the first year. They're bound to notice a couple of these. And you can't bully the insurance companies when they have to send out the notices saying, yeah, I know you usually pay like $450, but it's going to be like $1,500 a month going forward. How do you hide that? How do you hide that the farmers are pissed and you're giving money to Argentina? How do you hide that? How do you mask that? Antifa? Lesbians? I don't know. I don't know how many different distractions he can pull out of the old Jack in the Box, but
are about to experience dramatically increased premiums, co-pays, and deductibles that will bankrupt them because of Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. Democrats will continue to stand up for everyday Americans, for working class Americans, and for middle-class Americans, for the poor, the sick, and the afflicted, for the least, the lost, and the left behind throughout this country. We're in this fight until we win this fight because we know we're on the right side of this fight for the American people, to protect their health care and to stop these cruel Republicans from ripping SNAP benefits away from the American people.
Which, as we talked about earlier in the week, is mostly white people in mostly red states. Like, they think that we'll show the blacks. Black people aren't on there like you think that we are.
Republicans have been delusional from the very beginning of this government shutdown situation that they visited on the American people. Beginning in early September, Democrats have made clear we will sit down with Republicans to find a bipartisan path forward to pass a spending agreement that makes life better for the American people. But we were never going to vote for a partisan Republican spending bill that guts the health care of the American people in the face of this extraordinary health care crisis.
Well, I mean, we could have already been done with this fight and had this shit fixed and sorted already. But Chuck Schumer, who, I mean, as hard as it is to believe, no fucking way. Okay, don't play the sound clip then, you piece of shit. Goddamn. No fucking way. Yeah, he's suddenly found a spine and some conscience, and now he's like, that is crazy. We can't let that happen to people. That's what we told you the first time. And then you let it go fucking through, and now you're trying to jam it up on the back end. Like, no, you should have stopped it in the fucking first place. You should have made the case to the American people then. Way. No fucking way. Now it works.
That is impacting everyday Americans. Earlier today, several of us in the House Democratic Caucus met with people from West Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina who are on the brink of having their health care ripped away from them. These are hardworking people, hardworking taxpayers, many from rural America and parts of the South, who are here on Capitol Hill. Republicans refused to meet with them, but we sat and spent hours with them earlier today, hearing their stories, and they were encouraging us to stay in this fight, on their behalf to cancel the cuts, to lower the costs, and to save healthcare.
And see, if Democrats were fucking smart, see, the Democrats need to just hire me as their fucking consultant. I will fix all of this shit quickly and efficiently and easily. Number one, Hakeem Jeffries, stop talking. Go get the people from that town hall and say, hey, would you like to come to DC with me and be and come do this press conference with me? And I want you to speak because I've said it already. I want you to speak. They will never do that. They want to be the dictators of all the information. Imagine if I just sat here on camera and talked the whole time and I never let anyone else talk. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. No clips, no articles. It was just straight from the dome, my brain into your brain. You will get real sick of me after a while. Why doesn't he let anyone else, any of the people affected, plead their case to the American people? We don't trust you, Hakeem. We don't like you, Hakeem. We don't like how you're funded. We don't want you to be the messenger. Why don't you just let the people be the messenger since they're the ones that you're listening to? Let us listen to them too.
Yeah. Our position is the same position that we've had in September, the position that we've held throughout the 30-day Trump Republican shutdown in October, and it's going to be the same position that we have in November.
Except for Chuck. Oops. Where's my other window? Oh, I got it stuck. I always have two windows going.
Checks go out. Checks would ordinarily go out for members of Congress on November 1st. And it's an individual decision that everyone.
Hey, y'all, guess what? Hakeem Jeffries, I apologize.
Hakeem Jeffries. Who refused the Douglas Memorial.
The National Council of Churches.
They did have people up. It was just earlier.
That will serve the needs of all people in society. Please open the government back up. We need help. I'm tired of living in pain. And no one should have to live this way.
So I'll take it all back. They have apparently they did what I said that they should do, but it was just earlier in the thing. Ooh, talking sub talk over here. Wouldn't surprise me if at least one of our Vanguard subs is parked in the Baltic Sea. Like, I mean, I know war is stupid, but at this current day and age, what the hell do y'all think you're going to be like? What are you going to do? Blow up and conquer somewhere else? It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Uh-oh. Thirsty Gnome is in Gary, Indiana. I know Dave's around here somewhere making fun of me. Oh, I saw some like weird kind of oh wow. Saw some weird kind of like demonstration where it was trying to like show how many school shootings there were in each state. And then it was like Utah 0, Illinois 10, and this I was just like, I'm not trying to nitpick here, but there's one in Utah. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna come out here with some fucking propaganda and forget like the biggest news incident of the last 6 months? Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That ankle ain't ankling. Ooh, that shit snap, boy. Yeah, you pulled that bitch. Yeah, that's how I'm walking after I fell down the stairs. Yeah, your shit's broke, bro.
Via Whittier and
You ain't finna chase me down on no hobbling at. They need to get these ICE agents home. Just send them home. Just give up. Send them home. Ain't nobody afraid of you. It's not gonna work. Just give up. Giving up is not so bad, you know. Lots of people give up. And it's okay. It's okay if you can't do anything. We already knew. We already knew that you guys were incompetent at the job. It's not a surprise or a shock for us. It's okay. We know. All right, last report from The Onion.
More details on yesterday's mass shooting in Atchison, Kansas. We're learning more about the alleged gunman, 16-year-old Nathaniel Dennis, a sophomore at Falls High School who was accused of carrying out a deadly attack that killed 7 of his classmates. Neighbors who knew Dennis, however, say they weren't surprised.
Everyone always knew he was evil, but we didn't do anything about it because we're evil too.
This is The Onion. This is The Onion. This is The Onion. This is satire. This is The Onion.
He wasn't quiet, and he didn't keep to himself. He pretty much told us exactly what he was going to do, and we were fine with it.
More evil neighbors describe Dennis as a troubled boy with...
Oh my God, look at the fucking parents. They look so evil. Uh-oh. Here we go. Diz says in the chat, thank you, Diz. What concerns me is the gaps in the government welfare will push people towards religious organizations who may use it to recruit or make membership or participation the trade for food assistance. That is a big problem when it comes to like addiction counseling, is that people who may not be religious are forced into this religious kind of like training camp situation, or same thing with homeless people or houseless people. They'll go to like a soup kitchen and then like they have to sit through an 1.5 hour sermon and then they can have breakfast. Like there's a lot of places now that don't do that. Even some of the religious ones don't do that anymore because people would rather starve than fucking listen to bullshit.
Parents who also relish turning a blind eye as their son's vileness grew unchecked. But at school, his teachers say...
Dude, I'm reading the Chiron down here. Let me go back. Did you see what it said? Stephen Miller unharmed after attempted staking. Like a vampire. Yo, the Onion is on point.
We were fine with it.
More evil neighbors describe Dennis as a troubled boy with parents who also relish turning a blind eye.
Look at the dad!
As their son's vileness grew unchecked. But at school, his teachers say...
Look at the note! They gave him an A+, great work.
He was no different.
I was beginning to think he was...
It's a pentagram! Wait, this note is delicious.
Unchecked. But at school...
Oh my God. It says blood 1,000 times.
His teachers say he was no different.
I was beginning to think he was never going to do it. But when he did, the pain he caused brought everyone such unimaginable pleasure. I just wish I had had a gun too.
Local law enforcement are crediting
Oh my God. The Onion is crazy.
Officers on the scene for quickly jumping into action, taking aim at students and faculty the gunman didn't have a clear shot at.
This
Oh my God, what the fuck?
was a heinous act of pure evil that we easily could have prevented if we wanted to. Make no mistake about it. We are very competent.
The shooting has sparked a national conversation among evil lawmakers on how best to put more people in danger through increased gun availability laws for those with the worst of intentions. Just this morning, Republican Congressman Derek Schmidt, who serves Atchison's district, brought forth the bipartisan legislation.
Why is this daughter 7,000 feet tall? Or is that just a short mom? I don't know what's going on here.
saying, quote, "We need a complete lack of common sense gun control so that cruel, heartless monsters like me can watch it happen again and again and again and again." Dennis is now in critical condition after sustaining a self-inflicted gunshot wound, but evil doctors say that despite their efforts, he is unfortunately expected to survive. Members of the community will gather this evening to remember the victims, honoring their memory with a candlelight seance. Coming up next.
What the fuck? The Onion is the greatest. The greatest. This too near the knuckle. I mean, this is the thing. When you live here, this is the everyday. You know what I mean? Like, this is the normal, like, these people, that is what they do. This is that he is voicing our frustration at this issue. Because it is always again and again and again. Oh, we better preserve the humanity of this monster who just mowed down a bunch of children. Well, can't we do something about the gun? No. Okay, well, can't we do something? No. You know what I mean? And it's always us. You know what I mean? We're always the ones that are going after like other people's civil liberties, and we're always trying to clamp down on things. And it's like, no, stupid, the fucking kids are getting shot. And the only way that you can continue to justify all of this shit is if you're a fucking hateful, nasty person. If you're just gross internally. Oh, I'm not going to play it, but some assholes showed up at a Halloween bar party in Georgia dressed up as a full kitted out Nazi. Got surrounded by people and then swung a beer mug at a girl and damaged her. I think he broke her nose or something like that. But it's again, when things are this out of control and insane, you have to mock them. You have to, because they are truly, truly morally bankrupt people who are perfectly content with everyone else suffering as long as they get something. Oh boy. What is this? Here you go. The food bank. Look at all the cars. Look at all the cars. Look at all the cars. This is in Arizona. I mean, look at this. Look at this. All the way up to the curb. Unbelievable. And this is success to some people. They think this is great. Keep going. Keep going. It's the same. So whether someone's getting shot or whether someone's getting starved or whether someone's not getting health care, they don't care. They don't, well, I'll say it this way. They don't care yet. Because for some people, unfortunately, it needs to explicitly happen to them or to their best friend or their kid. Other than that, it is, America has provided such stability for generations that these people act like all of this life that they've been used to is permanent and it cannot be changed. But if you ask anybody of color, any immigrants, stipulations are prone to changing. The rules will change on you all the time without warning, and you just have to adjust. You just have to adapt. You just have to do your best. Well, now everyone is about to be in that camp. Everyone's about to be guessing and wondering and wishing and hoping that things turn out a different way. Oh, the line is in the street. Look, these people are waiting to get in. That's crazy. It's backed up 3 blocks to get into the place. 3 blocks to get into the place. Unbelievable. And this is the plan on how to feed people. Because they don't know if they're going to get their next meal, so they have to line up like this to make sure that people eat. What is the point of having AI and all these data centers and electric cars and all this shit? What is the point if people can't eat? People need food every day. I figured that would be the first thing that we should really get a lockdown on as a society. We can't figure out food. We have more food banks than McDonald's in the UK. Food banks didn't exist until after 2010. That's good. Yeah. This is crazy. And what time is it? It's the middle of the day. So it's Arizona, so they're like an hour behind me. So it's noon there. I think this streamed like 15 minutes ago. 88 minutes ago. So this is probably like right around like 11, 12. And it's out. The line is out in the street. And it's 3 deep in the parking lot. And you think all those people are like, yeah, fucking Democrats. The Democrats aren't in charge right now. And I think people kind of figured that out, that the Democrats can't even help us. The only thing that they can do to help us as the opposing side is to not allow things to continue the way that they have been going. And Trump is cool with this. Like, he's over there like, yeah, nuclear tests. This is the facts of this. There we go. This is the facts on the ground. So while he talks all this big game and him and JD want to walk around talking big talk, they always want to showboat and tell people that everything's going great and my approval numbers are out of this world. Oh, I know what I was going to find. I remembered it. I stalled long enough. All right, hold on. I found it. Ooh. Where's the picture? There was a picture. Aha. Here's Trump's IQ test that he took, right? Well, no one knows for sure exactly which one he took, but this is a cognitive test. Let's see if I can find his little blurb, because I thought that was hilarious. To be so stupid and to challenge 2 highly accomplished women, accuse them of being stupid. That should do it. I don't want to play Jimmy Kimmel. Holy shit. There you go. Here you go.
By the end of the year, we want to get too late out as soon as possible. We want to be too early with too late.
Sir, Steve Bannon said in a recent interview that there could be plans for you to be able to run and potentially win a 3rd term in 2028.
I know that's hard to hear. Let me see if I can get some subtitles or something. Stephen Bannon said in the recent interview that there could be plans for you to be able to run and potentially win a 3rd term in 2028.
Is that something you'd be willing?
Is that something you'd be willing to challenge?
Well, I haven't
to make maybe.
Really thought about it. We have some very good people, as you know, but I have the best poll numbers I've ever had.
did.
Fuck the hell off.
Oh, you boy, he did. Like you gotta understand the kind of like mindset you have to say such brazenly wrong things with a straight face, right? Like it takes a certain kind. Like I can't look down the barrel of the camera and be like, we never use profanity on this show. Like it just, it's not true. It's just not true. Your numbers, your poll numbers. Where's my man with the funky shirts? It's in the toilet. Wowzers! It's in the like your shit sucks, brother.
I mean, I just solved 8 wars and a 9th is coming. I believe Russia, Ukraine will happen. But we just did, we just left, and when you look.
Oh, by the way, that war that you between the Palestinians and Israel, yeah, they bombed 104 people during a ceasefire after already killing like 50 other people with munitions. I mean, there's that.
The treaty we just did, that was a war that was thousands of people were already shot at the border. And when you look at what we just did, was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. We got a lot of good credit. And I really have to thank Malaysia for that, because the Prime Minister and everybody really helped get the two countries together. But it was quite a great peace treaty. But that was one of 8. And makes me feel good. I mean, it's billions of people that we saved. I saved the lives of
billions of people. He saved billions of people. He saved
millions of people. That's what's important. Yeah,
an even larger number, millions.
They are good people.
For 2028, they're very good people.
Well, we have great people. Well, I don't have to get into that, but we have one of them standing right here. We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think
if any of these fools think that they're going to be able to run for office after this whole Trump fiasco, I got bad news for you. If there are elections in 2028, no one is voting for fucking JD Vance or Marco Rubio. Are you kidding me? After this nightmare? Have you seen food prices lately?
I'm not sure if anybody would run against us. I think if they have a form.
I'm not sure if anybody would run against us. Fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene might beat your ass in a primary. Like, you are in the shitter, dude.
The group would be unstoppable. I really do. I believe that. I would love to do it. I have my best numbers ever. It's very
bullshit.
Terrible. I have my best numbers. If you read it,
You really are. You're real ugly.
Am I not ruling it out? You'll have to tell me. All I can tell you is that we have a great group of people, which they don't. They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person.
There it is.
They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an
Again, these people have fucking multiple degrees in their disciplines. He has a degree that he paid for from the 60s. Brother, you are dumb as shit.
IQ test. Have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against
He thinks they're IQ tests.
Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe,
A tiger, an elephant, and a giraffe. No, sir, that would be a lion, a rhino, and a camel. Lion, rhino, camel. So you did not actually get
when
that
you get
one
up to
right.
about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to
You see here, I can do side by side for you, sir, because I know you're struggling. But you said what?
an
No?
elephant against Trump, I don't think Jasmine. The first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe,
I don't know. That doesn't look like tiger, elephant, giraffe. I mean, he's kind of close. One's a cat, both pachyderms. But giraffe, camel? No. Maybe the long neck. Does he not know? what camels are? I call giraffe. What do I get? You get that. That is for you. That's Sherry's. No one else touches it.
When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they
Read list of words. Subject must repeat them. Do 2 trials. Even if first trial is successful, do a recall after 5 minutes. Face velvet church daisy red. Read list of digits. 1 digit per second. Subject has to repeat them in the forward order. Subject has to repeat them in the backward order. I had to do a test like that. But I didn't get 4. They gave me like an 8-digit fucking number, dude. It's fucking annoying. Read list of letters. Subject must tap his hand on the letter A. No points if less than 2 errors. Oh, man. Serial 7 subtraction starting at 100. So these are the tests that they're giving him. And he's like, oh, I aced it. You couldn't subtract by 7 4 times straight? Language. Repeat. I only know that John is the one person to help today. The cat always hid under the couch when dogs were hidden in the room. Fluency. And there's points here for fluency / name. Maximum number of words in 1 minute that begin with the letter F. Oh my God. And he really, I nailed this. Unbelievable.
elephant, a giraffe, you know. First couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, you know. When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
The readout from Walter Reed mentioned advanced medical imaging. Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what that was?
I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yeah.
I got an MRI. It was perfect. What you looking for? What you looking for in there? What's growing in there, Trump?
I mean, I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, you know, the whole thing, and it was perfect. Yeah.
Can you say what in particular they were?
You could ask the doctors.
I want him to take a proper IQ test. I think the results would be rather eye-opening. He thinks that it was, and he just did it. Ooh, does he have a black eye? Let's see.
In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but I think they gave
gold big screen. What the? Let's see.
You're very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you. And if I didn't think it was going to be good, either I would let you know negatively, I wouldn't run.
What the fuck is he talking about? Anyway, yeah, this is a sample test, and you can see that a child could do this. A child, a not very old child, a young child, a child that is accustomed with like Miss Rachel, like a typical Miss Rachel watcher could answer those questions and be just fine. Unbelievable. Well, I think that's all I got for you guys for now, unless something else pops up while I look for somebody to raid out to. Yeah. We're going to be all right, y'all. It's just this part sucks. There is no skipping it. It's awful. It's terrible. People are going to suffer. That is the score of the game that we are in, that we find ourselves in. And we're going to be okay. It's just going to fucking suck. God, this sucks. Because unfortunately, I think all of this shit is going to have to fail before people understand it was dumb in the first place to even try it. So, all right. Black red eye or puffy. I think it was puffy because he, they got those big lights. He needs that artificial light so he doesn't look so fucking orange. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be more It'll be more like regional, like some regions will be law abiding and safe, and then other regions no one will want to travel or do business in because it'll be corrupt. And then it'll take time. It'll take time to get all that stuff sorted and back to a. And the thing is, like, I caution, or I hesitate to say the word normal, because I don't think normal is the right phrase. Stable is the key. Like the great benefit for having this multicultural system that we have is that there's accountability, so that we're able to try a million different things, a million different strategies, but then none of the strategies are allowed to break the system. You know what I mean? Like, no one permutation of the experiment is allowed to destroy the rest of the experiment. That is their number one goal in their experiment, is to make sure that there are no more experiments. I think that's going to fail, because I've already been hearing rumblings, not from leftists, that there is going to be big trouble if these elections do not happen. Big trouble. Because if you want to tell all these Republicans that you no longer have a right to vote, oh, that's brave. I would have never done that. No, I'm going to stay in. It's like, well, you don't get to tell me you get to stay in. And if they're trying to start this war off and all that shit, I mean, hey, good luck to you. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, y'all. Happy trick-or-treating. Check all your kids' candy. Be nice to everybody. Even if they look like a fucking asshole, even if they're annoying teenage kids, be nice to them. Let's have one more holiday before the end of the world, shall we? All right. All right. I'm done, chap. I'm done yapping. I'm done. Yes. And I'm going to try. Look, I'm going through it, y'all. Like, I put on a good face, but I got a lot of shit going on. So, tons. Arkansas is a shithole already. Aha! We are immune to the in-shitification. We have self-shitted. People can butterfish. But yeah, all of this stuff, all of the things outside of the show and all that, it has a weight on it and it has a cost to it. So bear with me while all this shit happens. But never forget to drink your